Hey, so I just bought the new Centerpoint Sniper Elite Whisper 370, the next generation of the famous Centerpoint Sniper 370. It's a really good crossbow for the money, based on all the reviews. That is the legacy model, the Sniper 370. So I just purchased the new model, the Sniper Elite Whisper 370. For about $270 at the Cabela's. So I wanted to take some time to create a video of the unboxing and assembling of this crossbow. So I hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed the video, and I kind of wanted to provide a real-time assembling of the crossbow. So I'll go through the user manual, read the instructions, and assemble the crossbow. After that, I'll create a video of how it shoots, and we'll see where we're at. Enjoy. Hey guys, I'm here with my new crossbow. I bought the Centerpoint Sniper Whisper Elite Sniper 370 crossbow. Came in the box, so what I'm going to do is assemble the crossbow, see what it takes. It kind of already played with some of this stuff, but we have here a quiver there, some bolts with fill points. We got the main body here. Let's see, we got some rail lube. We got the scope. Components here, some additional components here. Got the stirrup, the cocking rope, and strings. So what I'll do is put this up, and we will start assembling this crossbow. Just see how tough it is. Alright, so at first glance it doesn't look too bad. There's some parts here, but it doesn't look too complicated. A lot of the stuff is really mostly put together. But let's see what all we got here. Yeah, I know I'm going to need that. Some Allen wrenches and things like that. Okay, so let's get started. The manual here, this is the user manual. It actually has a pretty good assembly page here with highlights and pictures and words. So let's see what it says. So installing the riser, which is this guy. It says attach the cable slide to the cables. The cable slide is this guy, small piece. Attach the cable slide to the cables. The cable slide has a larger gap on the top. Sorry. The cable slide has a larger gap on one side to properly align onto the rail. So let's see here. So that's going to be on these guys. So what I'm going to do is into these two crossing things here. Strings. I'm just going to clip that on and then slide that into the middle there. Okay. Now it does. Yeah. Let's see here. There's a larger gap on one side to properly, so I'm going to assume I need to put it on that way. When it says larger gap, there's a little channel here, and one side does seem to flare out a little bit more, so I'm assuming, that's not a very good explanation there, but I'm assuming that's going to need to point back toward the main body of the crossbow. Okay, slide the cable slide onto the opening at the end of the rail while sliding the string down the top of the rail. Okay, so this is the rail. So it looks like I need to put this that needs to go the other way. So I can already say that the directions need some help. I will say that. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Already I can tell, but it looks like that needs to go that way, and then that needs to go on top. So I assume that it needs to do something like that. The problem is that is literally all it says. It's not very good directions. Attach the cable slide. We did that. Slide the cable slide into the opening at the end of the rail while sliding the string down the top of the rail. So that makes sense right there. Boom. We've done that. Okay. Next one. Attach the joint cap pad to the joint cap. Slide the joint cap onto the rail. So let's see what the joint cap is. Is this guy with the joint cap pad, which is this guy. It does seem to have some adhesive here, but it does not tell me which way it needs to go. Looking at it though, it can only go on one side. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Go ahead and stick this pad into this little, into the grooves here. Okay. Then it looks like this is going to slide right there, just like that. Okay? Slide the riser onto the rail. Install and tighten the riser bolt using the hex wrench. So this is the riser bolt. This is the hex wrench. So slide the riser onto the rail. So I'm going to say that, oh no, that was fun. That's going to be tough. On top, boom, let's see here, it's going to go there. That. Scratch my table, my wife's gonna kill me. Let's see here, how do I get that down on there easily? Let's try this. I feel like that needs to go down. There, it went down. Okay. So now I'm going to put the riser bolt in. I do have the cap and the pad in there. So it says slide the riser onto the rail, install and tighten the riser bolt using the hex wrench, insert the riser bolt set screw. Okay, so let's see here. I'll tighten this baby down pretty good. Okay. Now it says, insert the riser bolt set screw to prevent the riser bolt from loosening. Tighten using hex wrench. So let's see, what is the riser bolt hex screw, or set screw? There are no set screws listed on this guy. So I'm going to look. On the bottom, I see the threads, which means that's where the set screw goes. Since there's one that's different from the rest, I'm going to assume this is the one that goes in this hole. Now, is that a good assumption? Who knows? Alright? Directions are awesome. So we'll take this wrong one, and we'll tighten the set screw down. Before I tighten it completely, I'm going to check the riser bolt to give it one more little torque. Make sure it's in there. Okay. Then I'll use my set screw to make sure that's not going to move. Okay. Yeah, that's going to damage the threads, but part of the game, I guess. So there we go. Okay. So, inserting the stirrup. Insert the stirrup onto the riser by aligning the retention grooves to the set screw holes using the 2 screws using the hex wrench. Okay, let's read that again. These are really good directions. Stirrup. Okay, insert the stirrup onto the riser. So the stirrup, I'm assuming, again, the pictures are not great here. But I'm gonna, I am an engineer, so I'm gonna assume that this gap is where the arrow needs to be. Yeah, so it does have little indentions made for the set screws. So put that there. So it says insert the stirrup onto the riser by aligning the retention grooves. Maybe that's the way. Make sure you got it right. To the set screw holes using the 2 screws using the hex wrench. So now we'll use these set screws here for the stirrup. Okay. Push that down and make sure in the retention groove. Give it a good turn. Make sure those set screws are tight. I definitely don't want those coming out while I'm pulling. Alright. Alright, so now we're assembling the quiver. Loosen the screws on the mounting bracket. Loosen the screws on the mounting bracket. Ah, there they are. Okay, so I'm going to loosen these. And attach to the Picatinny rail under the barrel in front of the forearm. So let's see here. Picatinny rail. You know, that has to go there. I think. But hey, this didn't come with a strap. So I don't know if I'm just confused, but I assumed this no. Apparently I do not know how this works. Which is an accurate statement. So it looks like this needs to go here. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's actually not correct because this guy is going to go over here like this, and I'm going to put these bolts in. It's a little odd, but hey, we'll run with it. So let's see. Let's see here. Now, how in the world? Here. These directions are awesome. We'll put those right there. I want to put this into there. I think. See, those are installed incorrectly. Like, to me, you would have needed that nut to be already on that one, not the other one. But it's just me. It also seems odd that that was the wrong size. Design flaw. Talon wrench, if it were about a half inch shorter, it wouldn't hit the strings. That would be very convenient because that's the only thing it would hit. Centerpoint, I hope you're watching this because I'm feeding you some good information. I take cash or check. Okay, so I've mounted the quiver bracket. It says attach the quick disconnect quiver mount to the end of the mounting bracket. That's this guy, which was already on there, and it told me to loosen them. It said loosen the screws, but I believe it. The directions were written thinking that was already on there, which is not the case. Actually, the other end, because this is the quick disconnect. Okay. Ensure the quiver is locked and secured. So that's this guy right here. Just slide that in there. Put that down. Bada bing, bada boom. Your quiver is attached. Okay. Attaching the scope. Attach the scope mount rings onto the scope using the scope mount screws. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Alright. Looks like they're already on there. Now it does, let's see, read it again. Attach the scope mount rings onto the scope using the scope mount screws. Got it. Okay. Yep. Now position your scope by moving it forward or backward until the proper eye relief is found. This is typically 3 to 4 inches from the eye to the eyepiece when you're holding the crossbow in the shooting position. Align the scope mount with the slots on the sight bridge. Okay. So that would I'll slide it forward back. Let's see here. So I gotta pick one of these positions. Okay, so I'm going to choose that one. And we'll tighten it up. And tighten it down here. Okay. That scoops on there. Alright. Align the screws with the groove rails and tighten the screw heads with a screwdriver, not included. Yep, so I'll need to tighten those up to ensure that my scope does not move around. Adjusting the buttstock, press the lever. So the lever here, it slides into 6 different positions, 0 to 5. So find what's comfortable for you. I think probably a 4. That's a 2. Probably a 4. Well, no, that's pretty good right there. What's a 3? I still feel like I'm a little cramped. So let's try 4. 4's pretty good. I'll test it out while I'm shooting. Attaching the shoulder sling, not included with all models. So it's my understanding this guy is good to go. I don't know what some of this stuff is. Yeah, oh, there's safety on off. There is an on off switch here. Oh, that must be the dry fire. Okay. So that I believe the crossbow is assembled. Looks pretty good, and so the next thing to do is take it out and shoot it a couple times.